Derrion, what was it about in the first half concerning the defense? You guys had that late rally to take the lead going into halftime, but what exactly were they doing that was giving y'all trouble? And then was that correction what spurred on the second half, kind of you guys controlling it?
I feel like it wasn't more of them giving us trouble. It was more of us tightening up our own defense, our own mistakes. They were executing on our little mistakes, and it was just small stuff as talking would have improved it. But we picked it up in the second half, which we've been big on second half defense, and we ain't been able to put it together yet, but we put it together this game.
Derrion, you really just kept playing, it looked like to me, and you ended up with what I thought was your best game this year all around. What did you think?
Yeah, it was all right game. Just doing what Coach asked on the defensive side, I just let it come to me on the offensive side.
Derrion, how tough has it been for you to sort of figure out your role and where you fit with this team?
I feel like it hasn't been too hard. Just honestly doing whatever coach needs me to do and my team needs me to do. If it's be a defender, it'll be a defender, and just doing what we need, what they need me to do to win.
Nijel, it seemed like it was a struggle offensively today, but how did you guys look at it?
I feel like it was a positive, honestly. We were able to pick up on the defensive end, which we've been struggling with all year. We scored enough points, really, to win the game, 72 points, so I think that's good enough for us, but being able to hold them to 53 points, I think that's really an improvement for us. Offensively, I know we can score the ball anytime, but if we can get this defense right, then we're going to be scary.
Nijel, another big adjustment was just the team just being better from the charity stripe in the second half. Was that something you guys may have talked about at halftime? Because I think you guys were 8 of 14 in the first half from the free throw line, and they'd go on some runs, but they were only really up like 4 points, I think was their largest lead. And was that something you guys have talked about either this halftime or over the last week of practice?
Yeah, I said it myself, we got to be better from the free throw line. Those are free points that we got, and even up for 19 over 28 for the whole game. I feel like we should have knocked a couple more of those in. It makes it a totally different ball game. Definitely first half we struggled for sure, so that's something we're going to have to work on in practice. I know coach is going to see that, and he's not going to be happy with that, so we're definitely going to work on that and be better. But I'm glad our guys were being aggressive to get to the free throw line. I think that makes us a better team, so if we can get those amount of free throw shots every game, I think that's a plus for us.
Nijel, you guys are about to hit a big neutral site, non-conference run here, those 4 tough games in a row. How pivotal was Thursday today, just in terms of finding your groove and just figuring more things out?
I think it was important for us. We had some time to work on some stuff last week, especially on the defensive end. You've seen from last game to this game, and even from Nebraska to the next game after that, improvements on defense. This is going to be a big test for us. Most of them will be basically all road games, basically. So it's going to come down to us talking as a group and being together and being connected, and then really showing our strides on defense when against these high major good teams. So it's going to really be a test for us, and I'm excited to see what we do.
Porter, this game, you turned this game around defensively, it looked like to me. How did you feel? Did you feel like your defense won this game for you?
Well, the lads coming back from Nebraska, obviously the focus has been defensively. I watched that team score 81 points the other night on LSU.
Yeah.
And I watched, so I know that they had some firepower offensively. Mike just told me a great stat about points off turnovers. What was it?
44 to 6 last 2 games. 44
to 6 points off turnovers. We've taken care of the ball, and we've converted. We call those DCOs. Our defense creates our offense. Because we just, obviously the emphasis this last week was defense. We got to be better defensively, and I thought we have 3 of the 4 halves. They had 20 in the second. They scored the first 20 seconds and the last 20 seconds. The other 19 minutes they had 15 points. I thought Derrion Reed had a solid game. He played within himself. No turnovers, 2 assists. He got 8 rebounds. Constantly telling him about on the glass. 60. I thought that was his best game. And then obviously Kai Rogers. We felt Kai could get it on the glass. He got 5 offensive rebounds in 12 minutes. And we'll get better. I thought their guards were extremely physical, and we were exerting a lot of energy on defense, and I don't think our offense was stagnant. They really got into our guards. I got to give them credit. Nijel has 23s in the last 4 games.
Yeah.
That's shooting at those last 2 right there. But we're trending defensively, and an ugly game offensively. Missed some shots we could have missed. We took care of the ball. We only had 7 turnovers, so that was good. I think that combination of missing some shots and there that just couldn't break away.
Porter, specifically in about the defense in the first half, was it just defense collapsing too much in the paint? Because they had a couple of driving kicks that led to their run.
Yeah. Well, I felt they could. They have 2 or 3 guys that can really shoot it. They had 1 kid who had 6 threes last week. They go inside. I felt the kid 7 Woodward. He had 9, but I think he might have had him in the first half. I think he's got him playing really hard. We gave him some confidence. We knew they could make shots. We literally just watched it at LSU, them get 81, and I thought we really guarded possession by possession in the second half to the energy it wanted to, and to keep them to 20 in the second half, I think is a good effort.
You mentioned Derrion. What felt different about the way he handled things today?
He wasn't forcing a lot. I just didn't think he was forcing and pressing. He looked more like looked a little more comfortable. And then he gets his athleticism in the game. 8 rebounds. He got 1 in transition. I'm talking about, hey man, every game you should get 1 or 2 baskets off a rebound, 1 or 2 baskets in transition. Everything else, can fall into place. He gets to the foul line. I just thought he was efficient. If you look at his numbers, he was 16 points on 11 shots. Way more efficient. That's way more efficient. So that was good.
It was kind of a wonky game statistically because in the first half, you guys were still leading in forcing turnovers, second chance opportunities, but it was, I think, 8 of 14 from the free throw line, and you guys shot, I think, sub 70% against Oral Roberts from the free throw line. You guys cleaned that up in the second half. Has that been a point of emphasis too, to kind of accent those defensive sequences you guys are having?
Yeah, we call them gaps. Like we're trying to get gaps. Three stops in a row is a gap, and if we get 7 of them, I think we had 6 at half or something, or at one point in the thing. I got to look what the numbers were, but we left a couple on the table. I think we missed back-to-back front ends and one-on-ones. I think they were 6 of 12 from 3, if I'm not mistaken, in the first half. They were in the first half from 3, they were 6 of 12. In the second half, they were 2 of 6. Is that right? Yeah. So they were 8 of 18. So 6 of 12, 50% from 3. That's 18 points on 12 shots. So that was a little bit of a separator right there. And we weren't very good, right? We were 5 for 15. I didn't think we played off 2 feet. I think we missed a lot. I think we were 6 for 17 from 2, and that's not good. I think we missed a lot at the rim. I think we left a lot of baskets. We got to be playing under control. One time, Tay Davis got it, played off 2, showed it, and went flying. We had, I'll bet you, we had 8 to 10 shots going at the rim, and just missed. That we've got to be under control. Play off 2 feet when teams are coming in to block it, and finish better. I thought we left some points on the board at the rim as well.
You mentioned Kai. Can you just see him figuring things out the longer he was in today?
Yeah, I think he saw that, like, how excited everybody got when he got an offensive rebound. I think, and I think I think he saw that his value on there, and we need more guys playing their roles. Not everybody can be the leading scorer. Not everybody has the green light that Nijel Pack has, but it doesn't mean everybody can have huge value. I thought Kai, we got to continue to get his conditioning up, and that happens with game minutes. But I thought his presence was felt tonight.